Hey, we're back again for another segment of MITech TV. Anyway, we have Tamara Shoemaker returning again. Joins us every month. And what she's going to be talking about is, again, Cyber Patriot. But there's some good news afoot. She's been trying to get some folks to invest in her program to help train to next year's or the future kids out there so that they can be cyber savvy. And so she's got some more money she's going to talk about. But first, let's talk about, for those who don't know, what is Cyber Patriot?
So Cyber Patriot is a national virtual STEM education program, and it goes from K through 12. Then there's these lovely things that we have K through 5. They have book series and games that they can do, and any parent that's online can download those right now from uscyberpatriot.org. They're free, and you can use them either in the classroom or at home to do some cyber awareness for your kids that are from K to 5. And then when they reach middle school, and high school, we then have a competition that runs from October until March. Looking forward to nationals this week or this month. And so that's where the competition is right now. We also have summer camps for kids during the summer to keep them occupied during the summer and inspired during the summer. And then we have a senior citizens program. And I know this is the one that's near and dear to Mike's heart, right? So we have a cybersecurity senior citizens awareness program. And not only can the seniors log on and just go through the series on their own, self-taught, they can also, someone can download it and then teach it to folks. And so we've had our students who have downloaded it become really good instructors of it, have gone to senior citizens homes and rec centers and that kind of thing, and met with senior citizens and taught them that. And the Cyber Patriot folks got so excited about some of the work that's been happening across the states that they made it also have a certification program for that little awareness program. So you can be actually a certified instructor. So it's a really cool little thing that they've got going on. And so I'm just excited to be here to talk to you about this program that I've been working on for 9 years.
Okay, we saw an announcement recently about your organization receiving a donation. Why don't you give us the details on that and how it came about?
Right. So, well, I have to probably thank you guys because, putting enough shut out there every month and, letting people know that I need help here. I got in November, we got Cloud Security Alliance gave us a nice big check that ended up helping us sort of pay backwards because we hadn't bought the trophies from that year. And so I was able to buy the trophies, and I was able to buy magazines and go to the governor's big K through 12 event and be able to do all that kind of stuff before the first of the year. And then in the first of the year, we did some more shout outs and we got some more folks. And I've got an alum, Wesley Meyer, who just dipped into his own pocket and sent me some money, which then allowed me to send some books to my coaches out there. Recently, just last week, I got notice from Chris Martella, who is also an alum from our program at UDM. And he not only was personally involved in this from the beginning with me as one of my advisors at the center, he also went to his employer, and I'm going to, hopefully I say it right, Dadwa, Maine Counselors at Law, and they ponied up quite a nice check for me to help me get through. And, halfway got me through buying the trophies for this year. So that's exciting news for me, that we can start to make some progress for this year and ahead of schedule. So we can have our wonderful spring event.
Speaking of manuals, you and hubby, I know, wrote one last year because we've been plugging it on MITech News. And how's that doing?
Oh, it's not going to pick it up. Yep,
There
teaching
you go.
cybersecurity. Yep.
I'll just stop
So
talking.
it is amazing. My husband is on our walk this afternoon. He was commenting about how it's dropped just a tiny bit, but it's in the single digits as far as the top book for cybersecurity. So he's pretty excited about that. And I have gotten on LinkedIn today. Just today, I got a couple of people who said, "Hey, I bought your book and I loved it. It was very easy to understand." And so that was a really good review. Then there's been some really good reviews by some really great people like Chris Burrows and Dan Lorman that put some stuff out there. We were really excited about writing this book together. It was a labor of love for my husband, especially because he normally writes at a much higher level for his master's degree program and C-level folks. And that's usually where he's dealing it. And I basically said, look, we're going to have to break it down a little bit lower, right? We're going to have to make it easy and for my middle school and my high school teachers to understand how they can integrate the things that we need in higher education for them, the students, while they're still in middle school and high school, so that when we get them, it doesn't take us so long. We don't have to start at the beginning. And teach them, cybersecurity basics. They'll already have learned all of that stuff in middle school and high school. And so it was a really good, and also I want to give a shout out to Ken Ziegler over at Oakland County Community College, who also was one of our writers. He's been a co-writer with Dan for years and years, and he's an amazing guy. And he's been helping with Cyber Patriot as well, doing, camps and all kinds of things. So it's a real nice group of folks that we're working with on this book and on Cyber Patriot.
Okay, so you've also indicated that you'd like us to ask you about what your main concern is for the program at this point. So let's talk about that for a minute.
Donations. Okay. So we made progress, right? We have made some progress, and that's wonderful, right? And I have to say thank you to the folks that we did. But as it stands, we still don't have the funding that we need for our spring event and for our summer camps. And folks are starting to definitely request, what are the locations for the summer camps? When are we going to have the spring festival? I've got to set that up. So it's getting kind of, because the kids are only in school until June. And so that's the only time that we have to work, send out marketing materials and all that kind of good stuff. And they'll have already planned their summers. And so we really want to, hit while we can and get some folks involved. But we need some folks to step up in the industry and, support this program.
Do you have a dollar figure in mind, what you need? What's your ask?
So if we have 10,000 in the bank, right? I know that we can pull off both of the events, and so I can make a dollar holla if you send it in. So the fact that I can do two really big events, over the summer, multiple summer camps, and the spring event, having all of the winning teams come in, is a testimony to sort of how we've been able to stay alive for all these 9 years on working the way we've been working. So that's what we need as far as to be able to go ahead and, reserve spots and be able to set stuff up.
And you're a nonprofit, so this would be a charitable donation as well? I mean,
Absolutely.
That's a big factor, right?
Correct. It absolutely is. And, we'll have special sponsorships available, and it's all on our website. So at MICyberPatriot.com. And there's a little link that says PayPal donation, and it goes straight to PayPal charities. And so no matter how little or how much you donate on that website, it comes back to you, get a receipt for it being a nonprofit. And so then you can use that right on your taxes. So you immediately get that receipt. If you want to be involved in the spring event and actually be an exhibitor and be a sponsor that way, and even have some mic time, there's a form on my online, exact same spot. There's two forms, one for a yearly sort of support for the program in general, and then there's another one for supporting either the summer camps or the spring award event. So again, like this award event, we would really love to have universities present to sort of be able to track these kids. So we'll have about 100 kids that are state winners from across the state that will come in for this event. And so having some, new university tables there to be able to, offer these kids, what their programs are like in cyber would be wonderful. To have that exposure for the kids, at this age, it would be great. And in a smaller group, right? So it's a controlled amount. When we were at the governor's thing, it was over 700 kids, and it was mayhem, but it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. But that's where we're at.
Okay, and the Cyber Patriot National Championships are coming up, right? Let's talk about that for a moment. A happier topic.
Yeah, no kidding. Absolutely. Right. Money does make the world go round, unfortunately. Right. But yes, I hate that is not the part that I'm really good at. Right. So the part I'm good at is being excited to be with these kids. Right. So next week, Friday, I leave for Bethesda, Maryland. All of the kids so there's 28 teams across the country that are national champions will be going to this national championship, and then they'll be fighting it out for the first place teams for the 3 divisions. So the middle school division, the open division, and the our all service division. And so that happens over the weekend. And then on Monday, they have the actual award dinner, and all of the trophies are awarded, and the big checks from all of the different sponsors are awarded, scholarships and things like that. So it's a really cool extravaganza. I'm really excited about some of the challenges that they've got coming up, because they have like Boeing has an actual physical challenge. So they have some actual, CPUs that folks are going to get to monkey with, which I'm sure the kids are going to get real excited about. So it's going to be a really nice 4 days in Bethesda, Maryland, watching these kids do what they do.